about 4:30 in the morning, off to Brussels for the day. Haven't the faintest idea where I'm going. Good morning. I'm sitting in the airport at Heathrow. I've got a flight that should be leaving around about 7 o'clock, lands 9 o'clock Brussels, then I've got to get a train, and then we're recording a podcast. Weird to think I'm going to be back here at 5 o'clock when I'm still generally in the studio doing something, and I'll have been to Brussels and back in the day. It's crazy early. I'm going to say I'm awake. I'm kind of awake.
They need Rebecca and
Right, guys, a quick catch up. I'm over in Brussels now. The flight was really straightforward, no problems at all. The AirPod Pro, they are amazing. On the plane, I've forgotten how loud planes were, even a screaming kid, and it virtually cut a screaming kid out. And so I'm off now to get on the train and finally catch up with Patrick. So guys, I've got to the destination over in Brussels. I've now just got to get a cab to go to get to Patrick's studio, but it looks absolutely lovely here. What a beautiful day to be travelling. So far it's gone really, really well. The only thing I'm anxious about is if the phone's going to last, because I'm down to about 40-something% already. So I don't quite know what's going to happen with that. Here I am. So we have literally just finished the podcast just over there, and before leaving and get back on the plane, I just wanted Patrick to show this beautiful space you've got. This behind me is the front door. I walked in today and saw this. You've got to be mighty proud of it. It's an amazing space. So this is obviously where people see you most of the time here, correct?
Yeah, this is the main A-roll shot. So if you see most of my videos, you'll probably see that image right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for the people that love their gear, what have we got here? What's your main shooting camera?
The main camera is usually in here, which is the teleprompter.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Canon R5 in there, shooting me. And then we have a Canon R, EOS R, who's basically the B-roll angle. And then up here we have a Sony ZV-1, which is nice and light, and that gives me that top down that you see on the monitor, so
Sure.
I can see what I'm doing. And when I do product reviews or accessories videos, I have 3 angles.
Mm-hmm.
All I need to do is sit down and hit record.
So it's literally a walk in, hit record, and you're good to go.
I basically committed to this spot only a couple weeks ago, so it's now fixed. Nothing moves anymore. And it's been liberating.
It really would be. And the podcast space, you only began putting that together yesterday, basically, didn't you?
Yeah, that was especially for you.
So this is where you do your editing.
This is where I do my editing.
So that is Patrick's MacBook Pro. And that's the widescreen LG that you love editing on.
Yeah, it's nothing special. It's just an LG that's a little bit older. I think it's 4K, but it's not the top of the line or anything. I just like the wide screen so I can see almost my entire timeline.
And how do you monitor your audio back on the monitors there, headphones or?
Well, normally this is where the Rodecaster would have been.
Right.
I just ordered a little interface
Yep.
to replace it. Mm-hmm. I use my headphones. Those are monitors, but I do prefer headphones
Me
because
too.
you can hear everything.
Everything, yeah, you're much more locked into the space,
Yeah,
aren't you?
definitely.
And then you've got other production areas over here.
This is a slider right here that I use a lot for B-roll. Now it's just, keep my camera on there. This here is actually, this is a gimbal. So it goes up and down and left and right. It's basically a little robot arm. It's the baby mini cheaper version of what Marquez has. Maybe one day. There's another, what do you call
Top
it?
down, yeah.
Top down. I do a lot of top-down shots here that I don't need to do as I'm talking. So over there, it's usually 3 cameras and it's live and it's easy. So I can do a multicam and I don't have to do too much B-roll. But when I just need some B-roll of something top-down, I usually do it here.
Yep.
And the other thing I do here is my shorts. So
of course. Oh, that's the clamp. Yep.
This is a clamp. It's a
Oh,
very
you're giving
cheap
away. We're seeing how Patrick makes his work.
plastic clamp. We just put the iPhone in here.
Yep.
And then I'll do whatever I do over here. Show my watch, or I'm working on one with these cases. And that's it. That's what I use this for. And then I really do like these Husky workbenches. They're not Huskies, but it's the European equivalent. Because you can stuff all your stuff there. And once you get into this filming stuff, you get the drawers like this with all bits and bobs and the stuff that you actually need but you don't want to see every day. And then of course it also looks nice.
It looks awesome. So there you go. When you see Patrick next sitting here talking to camera with the A-roll, we now know what goes on around in this studio. It is stunning. It's a lovely space you got. So we're just about done. We are just about done. We recorded the podcast, we've looked behind the scenes, and it's given us a real insight into hanging out with you for the day. Yeah, I can't wait to get this podcast up. Patrick, it's been fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, can't wait to hear it.
Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Back at the airport. I was got to go and find my gate and get ready for the flight back to London. So guys, this will be my last video, I think, certainly before getting on the plane and possibly of today. The battery is dangerously low. I need it because it's got my boarding pass on it, and also need to organise transport at the back end when I get home to Heathrow. It's down to 24%, and that includes a little bit of a charge in Patrick's car driving back to the airport, and also a shop here put it on charge for me while I was eating. So things are tight. I think I'm going to turn off everything. I won't be listening to podcasts off the phone, for sure. I'll turn off all data and try and limp home with a few % spare. Anyhow, guys, yeah, my plane's somewhere over there, I think. The boarding's open, so I better go and get on the plane and hope I've got some juice left to get home. Wish me luck. So, guys, if you were wondering why the video ended so quickly on the video that you just watched, on the main part of the video, it's simply because, as I thought, yeah, I ran out of battery basically, so I didn't have the luxury of actually finishing the video off. I just had to save the very last dregs I had, and I got back to Heathrow, not that late. I got back in at about 5 o'clock-ish, 5:30, something like that. Everything went really, really well to plan, except for the fact I had no battery. I think I finally got through with about 5-6% on, which was close, because as I told you, I had the boarding pass on it, and then I managed to get on the plane, but then of course when I got to the other end, I had to have enough battery left to make sure my girlfriend could get in touch with me to find where to pick me up. Otherwise, and I couldn't even got a cab home because of course I wouldn't be able to use the Apple Pay on the phone, so I was really buggered with not having any juice left on my phone. But other than that, the day went really, really well. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was a little bit different, I know, looking at Patrick's studio, which is a lovely, lovely space. It really is. It's given me studio envy for sure. But it was a great day. Everything went to plan, and I've got other ideas of other creators I might be able to reach out to and go and visit their places as well. So hopefully this will be the first of many, and I hope you're subbed, because there's a load of plans coming up. I'm really enjoying showing you these different creators that I'm making. And don't forget the podcast that goes along with this will be up next week, next Saturday, -16, available here on my YouTube channel, and of course also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. But that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about the noise. I'm in Windsor at the moment. I just took a quick break from editing, and I suddenly remembered I didn't tell you why the video ended so quickly. So I think we're just about done. I'm going to go and carry on editing and hopefully get this video finished. I'll catch you next week, guys. See you soon. Bye.